I'm just gonna do like a swipe. The formula. Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are all doing well, if you're new here, what's up? My name is TheShai. Over here I do a lot of beauty content, little fashion, little lifestyle, so if that seems like your vibe, make sure you subscribe. So today's video I'm super excited about because I've been having my Almonds product for a while. It's actually been sitting on my desk for a minute now. So I have the Fenty EAZE Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick in the shade 22. I do have the Fenty Blurring EAZE Drop Skin Tint. I did a review on this. If you guys want to see that review, I will link it below. I got in shade 21 and 22. 21 I feel like is a bit light but kind of perfect, and then 22 just has that depth. I decided to get the stick in 22 because when I swatched it, 21 just looked too olive. 22 looked a bit dark but something I could work with, and I am going on a trip soon, so if I love this then it'll be like a perfect like holiday vacation like complexion product. So yeah, let's see. If you guys know me, you know I love this, especially when it's hot summer days and you want like some even complexion. This is amazing. So let's see what this one is giving. So I'm just gonna pop it open. This is what she looks like. Really cute, nice little packaging. I guess this is the cap to like hold it. And this is what she looks like. I might actually save this just to like maybe if it like, I don't know, preserves the makeup a bit better. Super fresh color. That is how much product you get in the stick, which I think is pretty good, but we'll see what the coverage is like and how much I need to apply to get like a good coat. So before we try this on, we of course are going to prime. On my face right now, I've just done my brows, a really rough draft of my brows, guys. It's 10 o'clock, it's 11 o'clock at night, and I got work tomorrow. So if the brows looking crazy, is what it is. So we're gonna use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. It's a Fenty review, so I feel like it's only right. So I'm just gonna pop that on. For me, I'm usually like a go hard or go home with makeup. Like I either have a full face on or I have no makeup on. Like I love my natural face, no makeup. Like I absolutely love it. Okay, so this is 22. She is more on like the redder side, which I feel like 22 is in general. But I feel like this will work better for me in terms of like a stretchable shade, because the way I like to shop for my foundations is I like them to be multi-use. I don't want to wear one foundation for this part of the year and then for the next 6 months I can't wear it, because foundations and makeup have expiry dates, and especially like foundation, complexion, liquids, concealer, stuff like that, they do expire quicker than like a powder or eyeshadow. So even if something's a little bit darker, I don't really mind as long as I can make it work with my highlight and contour, and as long as it's not crazy dark, you know. And that's how I feel like I'm able to get like the best use out of my products, because makeup is not cheap. Makeup is not cheap. So let's start to apply this. So I'm just gonna go directly on the skin. I guess this is such a weird experience. I never apply foundation like this, but I'm just gonna do like a swipe. The formula. So I'm just gonna put a few on my forehead. Okay, so it's what it looks like. It does look a little bit dark for me. I feel like I am on the lighter side because it is winter, guys, but I'm gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. I'm going to use my regular foundation brush that I like to use, and I'm going to start blending this in. It's just like, it doesn't even feel like I blend. Like, what is actually happening, and why is it just like blended into my skin so well? Like, I blend a bit on my forehead. But do you guys see why I picked this shade rather than the shade above, which probably would have been perfect? It's just that it wouldn't be able to work in any other month except for October, November, December. That's it. And like I said, I'm going on holiday, so we even more perfect when I get back. But it blends like, I don't think I'm going to blend in this side, but I bet when I finish blending you wouldn't even believe I have product on, because it just does. So as you can see, it's quite warm, it's quite red, but with concealer it will all blend together fine. A very natural finish, definitely blurring. It has like a nice soft matte natural look. Like I wouldn't, like, even looking in the mirror, I can't tell that I have foundation on. Like, it is very much like blurring tint. I like this. I really do like this. In terms of the shade, I do feel like it's a bit darker, but I was anticipating that because I knew I should go for 21. That is the shade I should go for. This definitely works for me and doesn't look too bad, especially in regards to my chest area. It does not look like crazy. It is a bit warm, but that's probably the only thing. I find that around my chin I need a little bit more product because I feel like I'm a bit darker there. I'm just gonna blend that a bit more. With some stick foundations, it's like it drags the skin first of all when you put it on. Number two, blending it out is like you have to, like, it's an arm workout. Like, you have to be sitting there like really going in. Whereas with this, it just has such a like ease to it. Very natural and just does what it says. Very easy to work with because the other stick foundation I had was the Huda. The coverage is amazing on that. But I just found that I felt like I couldn't really measure that one. Like, I didn't know when I'd put too much on, you know? It was like I put a few swipes on, blending it. I was like, oh my gosh, the coverage is so much. Whereas this one, I feel like it's definitely buildable as I've just built it up. But it's also like, it's not going to overwhelm you. So you put a few swipes on your face and you'll get a very natural feeling. If you want to build it up to get a bit more coverage, you can do that. Like, it's like optional. Like, it's very much like buildable. Okay, so that is the final look before I finish the rest of my makeup. I am going to go ahead and do my concealer, foundation. I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer, my blush, my bronzer, all that good stuff. And then we'll come back, give you guys a final look. But first impressions, it's giving. Okay guys, so makeup is done. I am absolutely loving it. It just feels very light and simple, but still giving. Like, I feel like usually I have a higher coverage, but I like this like toned down but still a full beat vibe. But Fenty, this foundation I feel like just set it off and set the vibe for today's glam because it just gave lightweight, simple, and everything I put on top of it just literally followed suit. Love it. This definitely is coming in my holiday bag, my vacation bag, because I definitely want to see how it performs in heat. It will be perfect for like daytime glam because I still want to, you know, when I'm on holiday, like a lot of times I don't wear makeup, but sometimes I want to wear some makeup on my face even though it's hot. I think this is something perfect. Even the EAZE drop liquid, depending on what you like. Like, I personally like both of these. I feel like this gives more of like a hydrating feel, whereas this one's more matte. For me, I'm going to talk about hot weather first and then we'll go into like regular cooler weather. So in hot weather, if you find that you get really hot and you find like you feel you want to take off your makeup when you're really hot, I would say this is good because I think once this is applied, it kind of sets down, I don't want to use the word dry, but it's like a natural matte finish. So it sets down really dry to where it's like you don't feel like you have anything on your skin at all. Like, it literally feels like nothing. So this will be good if you don't want to feel it, like you literally second skin, right? This one also gives that natural matte finish and like that second skin effect, but I would say this has more coverage in a sense where it's lightweight but you can still feel it. Transfer wise, this will transfer more than this one. This one dries more matte and is transfer proof. I would say this one you will get a bit of transfer because it's more of a cream. So yeah, I think they will do both. I think both of them will do good in hot weather. I just feel like you have to set this one. This one you don't really need to. It dries a really nice matte. I feel like they both will hold the heat and they're both very lightweight, but I would say this one I would prefer. Obviously I haven't tried that out yet, but just knowing me and what I like, I think this one in high climates, this one may have to win. I think you'll get a bit more coverage off of this one. This one is like you can see your skin through it, which I like. You know, I don't feel like every time I have to do makeup everything needs to be covered. Like, sometimes just enhance, not cover. I definitely want to try it out more in the winter. If we're talking winter time, I think this one will be nicer for my dry skin girlies in the winter. You would love this because it's a cream. It's like it's adding more moisture to your skin, but it's not too moisturizing when it's like oily or anything like that, but adds a bit of moisture. Whereas this one I would say is dries more of like a natural matte. I wouldn't say this is drying at all, it's just very quite matte. So I would say in the winter you might like this a bit better, but I think these both will do well in both climates in general. But yeah, I really like it. Blends it out beautifully. has coverage, because around my lips usually I can tell if a foundation or skin tint does not do well, but coverage is still there. She's sitting pretty and looking good, so I love that. But yeah, I really enjoyed the EAZE drop. Fenty keep coming with the fire drops, because I'm not gonna lie, the last few drops I've been like, snooze, like what's next? I want more. So yeah guys, that wraps up the end of today's little first impressions review. I'll be sure to update you guys as time goes on, as I've used it more, what my thoughts are, but so far loving it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick review. Don't forget to give it a nice thumbs up, subscribe if you guys have any questions, anything like that, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in a minute.